In this class, we are going to learn how to restrict the access for the project what we create in our Oracle integration instance. In our classes earlier, we have created this project. Let me get into this project. Now you might ask me the question like, we are having 10 people in our team, that is in the development team, and 5 are from the testing team and 5 are from the support team. We want to restrict the access of the users, and I want to make, apart from the team lead, the project manager as well, the owner for this project. Now how we can achieve all those things we are going to learn in this class. After you land into the dashboard page for the project, you can locate this symbol what you see, share. You can click on this share button. It will open up the drawer on the right side. Here you can add the users as per the access what you want to assign to them. Suppose in the owner, if I want to add some other person apart from me, then I can add that particular user over here. I can search, or I can just select the everyone over here and everyone can be the owner, which we don't want to do. So this is not the use case for creating the project. Projects are created for the restricted access. So we can add the users as well as we can search for the groups which is available in your identity domain, that is the IAM. Groups or the particular user we can add over here. You can search for the particular user, like I will search for the test user over here, and there is this OIC test. I will add the OIC test. I can tell OIC test can view only, but they cannot edit. For here, what I can do is I will search for the learn over here, and I will tell learning 1 to 3 can edit, but they are not the owner. So who can monitor? Under the monitoring, you can add the support team. They can have access to the observe tab over here, and coming to the view team, they can view the integrations, but they are not having access to edit. Suppose if you want to give the edit permission, like for the developer, you can add the people over here under the can edit section. Suppose if you want to give the administrator access for the project so that they can access the permissions like what you do currently, then you have to add them under the owners. So ideally, you should be adding only the manager and the project team leads under the owners, and development team under the can edit. Under view, we can add either the support and business users, and in the monitor, we can add the business users or functional consultants who don't want to know what are the actions we have added in the integrations. They can just monitor the instances at the runtime. After you add all the details, you can just click on share. So it will restrict the access based on the selections or users or the groups what you added over here. You can add either the user as well as the group over here. Now one more thing you have to consider over here is this will not overwrite the access what you add at the integration instance level. That is, if I go to the identity and security in my domain, suppose when we create any integration instance, we will be tying it up to a particular domain. Let me switch my root compartment here. So my domain is over here, that is the default domain. Let me get into this. So when we create any integration instance, it will create the Oracle Cloud Services over here. And we will be able to locate our integration instance, and we will be manually adding the users or the roles which is needed in order to access the integration instance. Now the project roles or the permissions what you add, it cannot override the details what you add over here. For example, I will get into my integration instance over here, and I will go to the application role. Here there are a number of roles at the time of recording this class. So we are having the service administrator role, deployer, developer, end user, invoker, so on and so forth. If you are giving the permission over here for a particular user, that is to edit, let me open this again, can edit, then that particular user should be having the developer role at least over here. Then only they will be able to edit. Suppose if the user what you add over here in the can edit in the project permission, then that user is having the service monitor role over here, then that particular user can only monitor. So they cannot have the access to edit. So these things you have to take care. The project permissions cannot override the application roles which are added at the integration instance level in the Oracle Cloud account. So like this, we can restrict the access to the project using the permissions in the project, and we can share the access control across the team members very easily. So this will help in maintaining the projects or the integrations efficiently in the entire life cycle of your implementation projects.